through, did you guys rest it at all? Did you talk to Danny and Markeith at all? How'd that work when you guys finally looked at it?
No, we didn't really talk about it too much because honestly, like, in the grand scheme of things, if you hit a shot, obviously you do win. Um, but at the same time, we kind of beat ourselves throughout the game to get to that point and get to that, you know, that certain situation in the game. So you don't really think about it too much because obviously it was the right play, was the right shot, and we just like live and die with that. So.
Anybody on your end, Will?
Yeah, I'll take a couple. David Aldridge, please.
Hey, Kyle. Just wondering, one way or another, you're going to be out of Orlando in a few days, couple days. Maybe it's tomorrow, maybe it's Wednesday. I don't know, but it'll be over. And I just wonder if there's anything that you take from the experience that can be transferable to next season or a more normal season.
So many different things. Especially for me, I've learned so much in this bubble from a basketball standpoint, how to play the right way defensively. Just all those little things that are going to carry over to next season, offensively and defensively. So I learned a lot.
All right, I think I've got two more for you. Mark Medina.
Hey, Kyle, along the lines about the bubble, when you look back at this whole experience, what were your expectations going into how this would be, and how did you kind of see this play out through these last few months, 2 months, 3 months?
Well, I mean, I think the only expectation you really only have is coming here and trying to win a title. Obviously, you have certain expectations of how life is going to be in the bubble, like how's the setup, how's the food, how is, the free time, your free time going to be spent, and kind of, match what I thought about the bubble was going to be. Obviously been a great experience, fun experience that you'll never, ever probably have again. Have the opportunity to hang out with your teammates all day, something that you just will never do in, real society. So.
All right, last one on my side. Greg.
Thank you. Kyle, thanks for your time. I'm Greg Moore, Phoenix-based reporter with the USA Today Network. I'm thinking about guys and their beginnings with the sport, because this is a huge moment. When you're playing basketball in the backyard, or when you're first envisioning yourself playing ball, you think about being on this big stage. And so I was wondering, what was it for you that let you know that you loved basketball kind of more than anything else, and that you wanted to spend your life doing this?
I think, I just been, I've had a basketball in my hand since I was probably 2 years old, starting in the living room with a little tight Fisher-Price rim. We used to, move all the furniture in our apartment and draw up, with tape, a free throw line, a three-point line around a Fisher-Price rim at a super, super young age. So, basketball's always been engraved in my DNA and who I am as a person. So, ever since then, going into elementary school, playing with my best friend who is Monte Morris of the Denver Nuggets from second, third, fourth grade on. And then you just continue to fall in love with the game. First you fall in love with how the game makes you feel, how it makes you feel free, how it makes you feel like you're having fun, like you're having no worries. And then, as you continue to get better in the sport, you really fall in love with the process of getting better and seeing the improvements. And, that kind of just leads you to the NBA. Anytime you fall in love with the process of something, whether it's a sport, a hobby, or something that you want to call a career, you fall in love with that process, and that process kind of takes over your mind, and you want more, and you want more, and you want more, and that kind of just leads to success in any type of career. That's what I kind of believe. So that's kind of why I love basketball so much.
Thank you.
All right, thanks so much,
Yeah.
Kyle. Thanks.
Yep. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Hey, well, you know what? We'll start off with guys on this side today.
All right, great. Thank you.
Go ahead,
Sure.
Dave.
Dave, can you just tell us about the look that you got with 8 seconds to go and how you processed that moment since Friday?
First and foremost, want to reiterate.
And how you processed that moment since Friday?
First and foremost, want to reiterate and emphasize the big picture here: getting justice for the families who haven't gotten them yet, people getting out and voting, and also sending prayers to the people of Armenia. I know that they're seeking peace. Right now, they're under attack. So, instead of keeping Breonna Taylor's name alive, George Floyd, Jacob Blake, and so many others, but also the people of Armenia, let them know that we're sending prayers out to them. Basketball-wise, it was a good look. You know, I had more time than I realized. Should have took more time. Probably rushed it a little bit, a little off balance, but we got a good look. We got a second opportunity, and you know, if I can get that play back again, I'll give in and get that shot back again. Trust me. You know, you're gonna make some, you're gonna miss some. It's part of the game. I've been in that situation plenty of times. I've made some, and I've missed some. Unfortunate it was for us to close out the series. It's been great to win it. But any person that plays sports, any person that plays basketball knows it doesn't come down to that last play. It's not always about, it's never only on one play. And we could have did so many different things throughout that game. So many mistakes we made, so many things offensively and defensively where we could have changed where it didn't have to come down to the last play. And no knock to them. They're a great ball club. It's an unbelievable team. They've been fighting. But when we know we can play to our potential and we play as good as we can, and we're capable, that it shouldn't come down to a one-play possession to and close the game. But so it was a good look. Take that look any other day. Instead of, obviously, you grow with mistakes and losses. You grow more. I looked at it plenty of times. Got a chance to see it, and you know it was a good look. Taking my time next time. I get the same opportunity. I believe I'm going in the same confidence, not shaking at all, worried. I have a lot of confidence in our group and in myself. So I've been in that situation plenty of times.
Kyle Goon.
Is there a process that you go through when you have a play like that? And have you gotten better at kind of digesting that over the years? And does it make a difference with the number of veterans on this group?
For sure, the process. It's all with your group. There hasn't been many times with this group I've been in that situation where it's end the clock, where I've been with Bron and figuring out, you know, the reads of what he's reading. But I've been in a situation with different groups end the clock. What we're looking for in the game. If there's a draw, who's the first option, second option. But you know, the process of just knowing when you get it, being confident, trying to know time and score, gotta be more professional about it. That's not being ready. You know, I was on the sideline for a little while. I wasn't sure if I was going to go back or not. But when we didn't get the stop we needed, came back in, got to be professional, be more ready. And just knowing the time and score, knowing how much time I have when I catch the ball, and who's on the floor, and just reading the defense. But yeah, it's different with different systems, different organizations. But it's always the common denominator of, you know, when you get the ball, how you're going to process the time, score, yourself, and you know how good of a look can you get off.
Sam Amick.
Danny, I'm sure you're probably going to downplay, but is the hip slowing you down at all?
Man, no. There's a lot of things that we all have at this point in the season, this point in the year, bumps and bruises. None of that stuff matters. All the injuries that I have, probably we'll discuss those at a later point.
Sure.
When they do come to the forefront. But right now, they're not a worry, they're not a concern, and that's something that's on my mind, and that's not something I'm feeling right now.
A quick follow is you talk about the names you're trying to keep alive. You talk about what's happening in Armenia. The older you've gotten, I mean, that shows a mature perspective on things. Does that help you when you miss a basketball shot, even on this kind of a stage? Does it help you?
For sure, because as a youngster, my whole life was basketball. It still is a big part of it. It is my life right now. But as you get older and you're more mature, you understand there's so much more to life. There's so much more going on in the real world. That's way more important than the game of basketball and competing. I said in third world countries, other countries, in our country. So much stuff going on. Like in just, it's tough. It's been a tough year, but I said as I'm going on, and I've learned a lot. You know, playing for Pop, playing under Pop, learning about the outside world and how fortunate we are